Remember that whenever you want to integrate the products of the sines and the cosines term in integral, you use something called as defactorization formulas in trigonometry. Defactorization formulas are the formulas which convert the multiplication, the product, into either addition or subtraction. There are total 4 defactorization formulas in the trigonometry that you see on the screen right now for different combinations of sines and the cosines. Depending on the combination that we want to defactorize, we use the appropriate formula. I have sine and cos. One small thumb rule which I like to follow, which makes my calculation simpler, is I always write the angles in the descending order to start with. Okay, so instead of writing it as sin 3x cos 4x, I just like to write it as cos 4x times sin 3x. Okay, it's not a compulsory rule, but it just makes my calculation a little bit easier. Okay, in the following steps. Now I have the combination that I have is cos times sine, and I can just write this integral as so every formula starts with a half. So let's just write it as half. Let's put a bracket, sine minus sine. Okay, and that's the formula with respect to x. Remember that in the first angle, it's always addition of two angles. In the first term, it's always addition of two angles, 4x plus 3x, which will become 7x. And in the second term, it is always difference of the two angles, 4x minus 3x, which is 1x. Okay. So basically what I was able to do is convert that product, which was difficult to integrate, to subtraction at this point. Now, since that half is constant, can be taken out of the integral. So I can have half integral of sine 7x minus sine 1x, which is sine x with respect to x. Now you can just give integral to both of those terms. Okay, so you will have half, let's put a bracket, integral of sine 7x with respect to x minus integral of sine x with respect to x. I hope that makes sense so far. Now it's very simple to integrate. I just have half integral of sine 7x. Integral of sine is nothing but minus cosine. So integral of sine 7x is nothing but minus cosine 7x. But in integral, remember the thumb rule that you always divide by the coefficient of x. It is technically opposite of the chain rule that you have in differentiation. In differentiation, by chain rule, we multiply by the coefficient of x. In order to reverse that in integral, since it's antiderivative, we have to divide by coefficient of x. So integral of sine 7x is nothing but minus cos 7x. Divide by coefficient of x here is 7, so you divide by that 7. Okay, minus integral of sine x is minus cos x. So I have minus cos x, and let's add the constant of integration c. I hope that makes sense. Let's just clean this up a little bit. Multiply this half inside of the bracket. So I have minus 1 over 14 cos 7x. Okay, and I have this negative will become positive half cos x plus constant of integration c, and this is nothing but your final result. I hope that makes sense. If you understand the concept that I'm teaching you, can I request you to like this video and subscribe to this channel? It is free for you, but it motivates me to create more such helpful and useful content. My goal is to make math and calculus easy, accessible, and free for everyone around the world. Also, I do post calculus and math content every single day. That's another reason to subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.